As my lips touched hers, somewhere off in the distance, the sound of a sledgehammer beating on the foundation of my relationship with my boy could be heard.
Exactly.
But I didn't hear it. My mind was too focused on other things.
Hey man, it's your boy MP. Let's get it.
You're facing the wrong way, sir.
Hey, what good, YouTube? It's your boy Mike. Today I'm about another video, man. Hey, man, how y'all boy doing, man? Hope everybody stay blessed, stay pray that y'all boy know jet, man. Today I got another Young Dumb Saw God reaction video, man. This one is called Dating My Friend's Ex, something like that, man. I was like, man, let me check this out, cause like I said, man, I ain't watching it, but like, dating my friend's ex. Like, how would y'all feel, man, if your homeboy date your ex, man? You know me, man, how I feel. I probably wouldn't like that, man, especially we brother, man. We got a bro code, but you know, it's a new generation, so you know, everything different. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn that bell before we get to it.
Oh, she says, slow down, cowboy. So I'm like, huh? Rection? Alright, I see how it is. So we chill some more, and then eventually we head back to the car.
Right.
But as we were walking back, I take her by the hand, I put her up against the wall, and I go in for the kiss, which, at that point, she obliged. But as my lips touched hers, somewhere off in the distance, the sound of a sledgehammer beating on the foundation of my relationship with my boy could be heard.
Exactly.
But I didn't hear it. My mind was too focused on other things.
Let's get into it.
Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare, and let me be real with you for a second. This video alone is gonna make me more money than the average doctor earns in a month. And I'm sacred code of ethics that governs all relationships between men everywhere. And basically it boils down to saying, never—
Exactly, and this is what I was talking about right here, the bro code, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got a brother, man, you got somebody you call your family, man, y'all go by that bro code, solidifying that, man. Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? If I talk to a girl and we break up, see our limits. If I, you know what I'm saying? If you my brother, you family, you know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-boom, da-da-da-boom. So, like, you know what I'm saying? That bro code is a serious matter, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, me with my brothers, man, we do the bro code, man. But it's like, we our loyalty so strong that we don't really got to worry about nothing, you know?
Put a woman before the broski. Because women come and women go.
Exactly.
But a good bro will hold you down until the day he dies. Or at least until the day a woman manages to trick him into giving her rights to half his Pretty much the same thing if you ask me. Now, although most of us know the rule, most of us also break it at some point or another. Especially when you just start dating, man. Oh boy, you remember the first girl you fell in love with? Ain't nothing like it, man. That girl can do no wrong in the beginning. Your very first love, man, something special. I thought I was gonna marry the first girl I fell in love with. She was gonna have my babies. She would never need for anything. I would have killed a man for this girl. And ain't she fine, boy? Your boys might not think she's all that, but to you, not even Rihanna can touch her, my G. She could have the flattest booty in the world. To you, it couldn't be any better.
Right.
Because you love her, you got on rose-colored glasses. But eventually, inevitably, the bullshit starts. The arguments come, the honeymoon phase wears off, and before you know it, both of you have had enough and things fall apart. And when they do, who's gonna be there to help you put the pieces back together?
The Brody.
Your brothers. And don't get me wrong, they're gonna give you for flaking on them for a chick, but more times than not, they forgive you for your disloyal ways and welcome you back with open arms, while being first in line to join that bitch campaign that you just started. But sometimes you can go too far, man. Sometimes your disloyalty to a bro over a girl can be so egregious that forgiveness is simply not on the table. I know this because I have experienced this firsthand. A mistake that up until that incident I had never made before and will never make again. An incident that I will tell you about today. Now, this story takes place around late September of 2017. This was a little time after that one baddie from Tinder ghosted me for what at the time I thought was no reason. I now know exactly why she ghosted me, but that's a topic for another video. Comment down below if you want me to make that video. Anyway, if you watched my How Tinder Made Me Famous video, you know that after she ghosted me, I turned the pain from the rejection into rocket fuel, motivating me to put out a video a week for 3 months straight while having a full-time job. An accomplishment that since then I have never been able to do again. But because of this almost superhuman work ethic I was able to pull off for 90 days, my channel began to blow up and I was gaining thousands of subscribers a day. But everything comes at a price, man. I had no social life. I went from the house to the gym to my job and back to the house. For 3 months, nothing else mattered. So for 3 months, I didn't talk to a single girl. And as a young, healthy Jamaican man, eventually those inner demons start to surface and the desire to go back on the hunt began to flood my body. So at the time,
hey man, I ain't gonna lie, everything he's saying is true though, cause like, you know what I'm saying, us man, we trying to grind to do what we gotta do, man. We kind of dissing ourselves from females and stuff like that, but it like once we start actually looking for it, man, we be hungry, man. We be like, man, I gotta, you feel me? I gotta do what I gotta do, man. I gotta, you feel me?
I had a good friend who I was very close to, and I shared with him how I was feeling. He would then suggest that I consider going out with a girl we'll call Jane. Now, at first, I was like, what? Because Jane was my friend's ex-girlfriend, but she was an ex from high school and he had just graduated college. He was in a long-term happy relationship with a girl that he thought he'd marry one day, so he assured me that I had absolutely nothing to worry about. She was like a sister to him, he said. They are nothing more than friends. Now, although I appreciated him giving me his blessings in an attempt to help a fellow bro end a drought, I still wasn't too keen on the whole idea, man. It seemed too weird to me, especially because I don't buy that bro for a second. I have never been close friends with a girl that I didn't want to smash. Acquaintances, sure. Work friends, yeah, plenty. But if we're texting often, I'm spending my precious time with you. I was probably just in her friend zone. Anyway, one day my friend was throwing a party, but the venue for the party was about an hour or so away, so people were gonna be carpooling to get there. Now, because he was throwing the party, my boy had to get there early to set everything up. So he told me, yo, Jane is gonna be coming to the party. I can get her to pick you up on the way if you want. So I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds good to me. So fast forward to the night of the party and Jane picks me up. So there we are, driving to the party, just vibing, listening to music, and we have our first real conversation where I discovered that she was actually pretty cool. She loved rap music, she was smart, already had her degree, a real degree too, not some BS like communications or anything like that. And she loved to work out, which I could tell because she was pretty fine, man. She looked good in some jeans. And so, on that car ride to the party, we kicked it off. We get to the party, we turn up, and then she takes me back home. So, for like another hour or so, we were just vibing, just me and her. And when we get to the house that I was staying at, which by the way, was my friend's house, sheesh. As she dropped me off and I was saying goodbye, I lean over and I give her a kiss on the cheek. Now, I don't know what made me do it. I don't typically kiss girls on the...
No, sir. That right there is not P. You should not have did that, man. If y'all had a good time and y'all were vibing and stuff, do not get her a kiss, man. No, bro. You messed up, young dumb, man. I'm not gonna cap to you, broski.
Cheek in situations like this, even if I like him, but I just had the urge. So I kissed her goodbye and went inside. It seemed harmless, but little did I know this would be the beginning of the end of my friendship with my bro. So a week or so goes by and I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe going out with Jane wouldn't be weird. Maybe it's possible that two people who were once very intimate with each other, for them to later become close but platonic friends. So one day I shoot her a text. I say, hey, what's up, Jane? You want to hang out sometime? And she said, yeah, for sure. So I'm like, cool, let's get together on Saturday. So Saturday rolls around and I head over to her place. It wasn't a date per se. We were just getting to know each other a little bit. But I show up and Jane is looking good, my G. She ends up taking me to this like amusement park place that I hadn't been to, and we just had a good time. By the end of the evening, we end up chilling on the beach. So there we are, under the stars, the waves crashing, the crisp ocean breeze rolling over our faces, straight out of a movie, my G. And of course, she ain't bring a sweater, so we get all cuddled up to keep each other warm. And inevitably, your boy tries to make a move. But no, she says, slow down, cowboy. So I'm like, huh? Raggy? All right, I see how it is.
Right.
So we chill some more, and then eventually we head back to the car. But as we were walking back, I take her by the hand, I put her up against the wall, and I go in for the kiss, which at that point, she obliged. But as my lips touched hers, somewhere off in the distance, the sound of a sledgehammer beating on the foundation of my relationship with my boy could be heard. But I didn't hear it. My mind was too focused on other things. So we get back to her place. I spent a little time talking with her family, which her people were cool, man. Her mom and dad, they were geniuses. Like, literal geniuses. They were scientists. That's what they did. I didn't even know that was like a real thing that people, you know, like you think of scientists, you think of white coats and like bottles, flasks, glass containers with like weird liquids and they mix it, and that's literally what they did for a living. And they were funny, man. And her mom, she liked my videos. At least that's what she said at the time.
Right.
She might feel differently now, but we'll get to that later. So I'm like, yo, this actually might be cool. So soon after, her mom goes upstairs and now it's just me and Jane on the couch. Wild 'N Out is playing on the TV. And let's just say we picked up where we left off by the beach.
Ooh. But hey, my brothers and sisters, that's it for the video, man. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I wouldn't do that, but I can never say I can't, because you never know what God might have in store for you. You never know what a predicament might test you mentally. But I just know me, man. My loyalty to my brother, man, I would not do that at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? If it was somebody they did in high school, it don't matter, bro. At the same time, that's still a part of them. They, you know, they had acquaintances. They did what they did. So that's just me. I would not do that. But hey, man. That was kind of crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn that bell, man. Maybe more videos on the way later.
I tell the truth, I never lied to you. Parasonel, I put in Parasonel, but I got paraphernalia. I got a big stick on me, bitch better get off. Bitch saying, huh, she thinking I'm Rick Ross. I'm feeling like plastic.